Hello, parents. This is Miss Jerome-Severe coming with another video for you guys where the students are learning they're learning place value in math, and I wanted to make a video for you guys so you have an understanding what is place value, what the kids are learning. So based on where you are, whether you're in New York, California, and you have an idea what place value is. So it'll give the kids an idea. So you could learn it and then see how you could help your child learn understanding place value. Allô, parmi eux, c'est Mrs.Jerome-Severe qui vient avec une autre vidéo. Côté nous parle apprendre ça nous relève place value. Place value, c'est côté Timounio utilise une pratique que Timounio utilise pour qu'on fait addition, soustraction. So, whatever koto ye, so ka gon ide ki sa ya fe nan plasan, epi ko ka ide ti moun yo kompren sa ya fe. Okay? So, li really place value. So boys and girls, Miss Jerome is here to teach you place value where we have been learning. So this video is to help you have a better understanding. So I am going to mwen la pou m'aider nou kompren ki sa place value ye pou ap apren nan klasan avek professeur. So nou pal pratike ki jan pou nou fè diferent place value. So let me share, let me get my let me share I'm trying to share I'm trying to upload. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to share to get I'm trying to get my whiteboard. I'm trying to upload my existing, let me see. All right, so I'm trying to see if I have a slide for you guys on my desktop, and I'm trying to see if I can, if I could upload it. It's already on my desktop. So let me, give me 1 second here. Windows, let me see. Screen, maybe documents. Trying to see if it's desktop. See document. Here. Maybe that's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what I want to do. So I'm gonna try again. Yeah. It's showing me everything except, there it is. All right, so it was on the bottom. So, okay, so we are going to do place value from 0 to 100. So the children are going to learn they're adding from 0 to 100 using different strategies from place value. So, par mieux, si moun yo pran kon ki jan pou yo additionner ou soit fait soustraction, mais numéro y ap utiliser de 0 à 100. So what is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is to help first graders, second graders. If you have a third grader, fourth grader, fifth grader who does not understand place value, this is the best spot to start with them because this is the basic. This is the grade place value is introduced. It's in first grade, so this is the beginning. So if you have a child that don't get it, this is the best place to get them started. So, parents, point vidéo ça, c'est pour aider les gens qui dans première année, qui dans deuxième année, troisième année, quatrième, jusqu'à cinquième année, qui pas comprendre qui ça les place value, qui j'ai utilisé, ou ka use vidéo ça pour aider les gens comprendre ça y a fait dans la classe. Ça, c'est première introduction dans l'école qui ça place value. So, boys and girls, I know you are learning place value in school. So, let's get going to see the different ways we learn place values. So, nous allons regarder pour moi qui genre, différentes façons, professeur montre qui genre pour comprendre place value, okay? So place value. So this is some ways you could learn what are some place values. So they give you a number. They give you 73. So we have to know, we have to understand tens when we have to understand ones. And then we write them in standard form, we write them in word form, we write them in drawing, and then we do expanded form. Okay? So these are different ways. So ça c'est différentes façons ti moun yo kapab apprendre. So yo bay yo 73, pas vrai? 73 ans. So il faut que quantité dizaine, quantité unité, qui jan li écrit normal, ça nous les standard form nan, qui jan li écrit en mot, ça nous les word form nan, qui jan ka fait photo, hein, ça nous les base 10 form nan, let ti moun ap fè dessin an, e nou gen seksyon kote rele expanded form nan, kote ti moun nan li ka adisyon, pran numéro 73 an, e bil ka divize lan 2 ou 3, sa depa de nivou ti moun nan, i ka divize l, men li jwen tout repons yo ta dwe men bagay. Okay, um, so that's this part. The second part of place value, first, let's understand some things. First, let's understand. This is how we taught them. This is how I teach the kids in the classroom. So we have base 10 blocks, okay? These little cubes right here, those are 10 blocks. So when you break them apart, they're like singles on their own. So that's a 10 block. That's a unit block. That's the cube blocks, whatever they call them, but it's called 10 base 10 block. Okay, so they individual and you just stack them up. Okay, then if you take those little ones, you could put, if you take 10 of the little ones separately and you break them up, as they break up, if you stack them up, then you get 10 cubes. That's this one right here. Let me get my, give me 1 second. Let me get my pen so you have a better understanding what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go back. So this is the unit blocks, right? So they unit, they won. So they won, they call them base blocks, they call them 10 base blocks. So they little blocks, like the little blocks the kids stack up together. So so if you have 10 of those, so it's called base 10 blocks. If you have 10. If you have one, it's called one block, one unit block. So when you take those 10, and when you take those 10 and you come over here and you stack up the 10, yes, you can stack them up. And now it becomes a 10 cubes. It becomes 10 cubes because you take those single cubes and you put them to, then you put them to, you stack them up and they become 10 cubes. That same 10 cubes, it also becomes a rod. Yes, so the rod is different. The rod, what makes it different is that it doesn't break apart. Whereas the cube, you could take it apart. But the rod is one thing together. Okay? And then you cannot take it apart. So let's look on this side. Over here again, we have the base blocks. These are the base blocks. They single on their own. And then those base blocks equal to one unit, what we call the kids, which the kids call ones. That's what the class call it. That's what we call it in class, ones. ones. So you might hear the kids say, oh, this is tens and this is ones. Ok, so pou param yo, so, sam da chèche di nou, ke, so lè nou komanse monte ti nou yo, nou komanse monte ti nou yo, um, sak la, li rele, base block. Base block ve di, se ti gren block ki unité yo, pou nye vade yo unité, pou nye la ou fi mette ansam li ba ou 10 cube. 10 parce que c'est 10 l'autre l'anteye, l'on veut mettre l'ensemble di ba ou 10 cube. Mais 10 cube là, li vin non l'autre façon côté nou rele rod. Sa yo ou pa ka détaché yo, yo rete ensemble, nou rele rod. Et parfois quand de ti moun yo do, it's called tens. Yo rele 10, right? Nan sou la main droite, sa encore nou genyen base block là. Ouais, base block là, on graine yo séparé, kounya là, ça nous montre ti moun yo, nous dit le yo wè ti carré sa yo, li représente 1. Le li en groupe, li représente rod or tens, le représente individuel, li représente unité, 1. So that what I was saying was when they single out, they are unit blocks. Then when you stack them up, they become 10 cubes. And then when you cannot take them apart, it becomes a 10. It becomes a rod. So, but it's 10. So this is 10. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So the next one, this is what we were talking about before. They break it further for you guys. They just break it further for you so you get to see exactly what I was talking about. So they break it for you. So what do you see? You see they show you what do you see? You see, give me 1 second, I'm getting a pen, a color pen. So what do you see they show you? They show you here. That's what I was trying to explain to you. So here, these are 10. And this 10 become this 10. You can stack them up. And then that 10 becomes this 10 that later on that we call a rod. And then the kids call it, in the classroom, we call it tens. When we show the kids, we say, what is that? They say 10. Okay? So, param yo, men sa mdap chache explike nou, nan lot page avan, kote mwen di nou, so, sa, unité sa yo, ki cube la, ou gen 10 individuel, lo mette yo ansam, li vini 10 cube, li vini 10 cube sa yo, epi 10 cube sa yo vini, sa ti moun yo rele nan klasan 10. Sa pa ka separe, yo kole ensemble. So don't want swapi de petit nan klasan. L'abdou, no, mommy, the teacher say it is a 10. L'abdou, no, mommy, professeur an di son dizaine niye. Okay? So these are some skills some of the skills that you will learn to help you need to understand to help your child master the skills of using place value. So ou bezwen kompran seksyon sa, kon sa pou ka ede piti tou kompran ki jan pou yo itilize place value. So kounya la nou pal non lot. So mbal montre ou ki jan ke ou place value an nou itilize, ki jan li semble nan klas. pas vrai? Songez bien, moi te bay tens, they denote tens. So, right? They denote tens. So the 10, here's the 10. I'm looking for my pen. So here's the 10. So this is what they look like. So we have two tens. This is one, and this is two. This is two. So you have two tens. Nous gagnons deux dizaines. We have two tens. This is what we were talking about previously. What is this called? This little rod is called tens. So you have two tens. One, two, take separately. So, and then what do we call this side over here? What do we call this side over here? It's called ones. That's the unit, 1 unit. So it's called ones. These are ones. These are called ones. Okay, so let's go again. I'm going to review again. This over here, get a different color. This over here is called tens. It's called tens. And the tens look like this, a rod with 10 little cubes stuck together. A rod with 10 little cubes stuck together. So what about if I had individual cubes, Miss Jerome? Would that, if I put 10 together, would that be tens? Yes, it would be tens. Doesn't matter whether you as long they all in one stack, it's a 10. So on this side, what is this side, Miss Jerome? This side is called ones. Ones mean unit, one. So these, how many unit you see? You see four. Four ones. These are four ones, okay? Let's go. This is for my Haitian parents. So, ki sa mte di nou avam? Te di nou le bagay la kon sa, le ti blok lan kon sa kole ansam, li rele dizen. Sa kfel rele dizen, pase li gen 10. Kome dizen ouwe? Ouwe, 1, 2 dizen. Bo sa rele ones, sa nou rele unité. Kome unité ouwe? Ou gen 4 unité. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's it. So before I move on, it's important that your child understand numbers. It's important that your child understand numbers, have to know more than 10. If your child knows 1 to 10, that's not going to work because they're going to learn to count by 10. So it's important that your child understand no more than counting 1 to 10. And then if that's otherwise, that skill is going to be very challenging for your child to master. Okay, so make sure que ti moun yo konen unité yo, parce que c'est pas ça yo pas capter le son hein, parce que faut que kon compter. Faut que kon compter. Si petit ou compter 1 à 20, il pas comprendre le son ça du tout du tout. All right, so let's go to the next lesson. So let's go to the next slide. I meant to say. So let's look at the slide. So let's look at the slide. The slide is showing us again. What do we see on the slide? The slide is showing us, what do we call this again? Let me get my pen. Let me get my pen. What do we call this again? What do we call these again? I don't know what happened to my fancy pen, but okay, so I got it now. So what do we call this again right here? If you say tens, good. What is this called again? Tens, good. What is this called again? Tens, good. So those are tens. And now let's look over here. What is this called again? What do they represent? Ones. Very good. What do they represent? Ones. So I know got it. So qui ça représente encore qui j'en relais? Qui j'en relais? Dizaine. Qui j'en ça relais? Dizaine. Qui j'en ça relais? Dizaine. Boys and girls, what is this called right here? What is this called right here? Tens. Very good. This is called tens. What is this called right here, boys and girls? Yes, my line is going crooked. Tens. What is this line, boys and girls, again? Tens. Very good. And what is this called again, boys and girls? Ones. Very good. What is this called again, boys and girls? Ones. Okay. Qui jan sa rele, Timon? Qui jan sa rele encore? Qui jan rele? Dizaine. Qui jan sa rele encore? Qui jan sa rele encore? Dizaine. Qui jan sa rele encore? Dizaine. Qui jan sa rele ti piti an rele? Unité. Ki jan ti piti an rele? Unity. So parents, make sure I know I'm translating in two form because I want to make sure I reach every parent, the ones that speak English and the one that speak Creole, but make sure that you explain to your child in the language you understand. So m konen ma pale an Creole pou nou, so parent ma pale Creole pou nou, explike ti moun yo jan nou kompran li, okay? All right, so let's go a little bit further. So, so at let's look at let's look at on this side. So sometimes the children will see this. Yes, sometimes they will see this. A straight line is also represent tens. Yes, you will see they draw a straight line. So that is a 10. And then you will see them make a circle, a little dot that represent ones. Okay? So that represent ones. So the line will represent tens, and the dot or the circle will represent ones. So gen bon fwa, ti moun yo we on ligne droite kon sa, li represente tens. Yo dewa we on ti point kon sa, li represente unité. So boys and girls, sometimes you might see a line like this, it represent ones. But then you might see a dot like this, it represent, I said it wrong. So when you see the line like this, it represent tens. And then when you see the dot like this, it represent ones. So let's count it. Let's see. So let's do a little practice here. So let's say that if I did this, so that would be 10. Si m fè sa, li represente 10. So if I did this, it would represent 10. This would be 11, 12, 13. Ça represente 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 right here. That's why I didn't like that so you could see what I mean by how this they all connected. This connect with this, and this relate to this. Ça comme ça connecté à ça, et puis ça connecté à ça. So si nous comptons, n'a dit 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so let's go to the next slide. I'm trying to make it as simple as it could be so you guys could understand what how it is so you could help your child. Because I know there's nothing like learning something, you see something new and you don't know how to do it and you don't know how to help your child. So this is another way that we teach the kids. So I will model for you. These are the cubes. So when your child brings the homework, this all you have to do is all you have to do is sit with them and model it with them. So we're looking for tens. We're looking for tens. So let's see, kon parfois ti moun yo pou jwen devoir kon sa, so we'll travay avec. So here we go. We're looking for 10. So I'm going to show you how we find the 10, and then we're going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the only time I'm gonna do it like that so we don't so you have an understanding because in the classroom you don't want your child to spend the whole time counting bunch of cubes. So qui j'en nous fait joindre 10 ou dit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's on 10. So now let's look for another 10. So now that you see how I find the 10, there's another 10. Now you see how it is. Once your child understand what a 10 is, only do tens. Only do tens. So there we go. We have tens. Well, Miss Jerome, how come we didn't circle the last one? Because it's not 10. We're only circling 10. So, ou comptez 5, ou comptez 10, ou mettez le carré. Comptez 10, ou mettez le carré, ou comptez 10, ou mettez le carré. Mais Jérôme, pour qui ça nous pas compter dernier? Parce que il manque un bagay, il pas 10, so nous pas compter ça. So, kounya la, combien nous est? Nous est 1, nous est 2, nous est 3. So how many tens do we see? 3. How many tens do we see? 3. 1, 2, 3. So we write 3 tens. Now, these over here, because it's missing an extra, so because it's missing 1, so these are called ones. Yes, it's not 10, so it's ones. Parce que il manque une là, so li pa dizaine, li se unité. So, kounya la, si moun ap just compté, unité. So, boys and girls, so we have 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens. So make sure I write 3 tens over here. And then let's count the ones. We do not say this is a 10 because it's missing 1. So let's count the ones. Here go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 ones. We have 9 ones. So you have 3 tens, 9 ones. So how many cubes do you have? Oh, well, she's going to count all those cubes. No, 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 no. She does not need to count all the cubes. So there's one way she could do, your child could do. Oh, typiquement, pas compter tout cube ça yo. No, 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 no. Kounya pas compter à 10. So now she's going to count by 10. So she's going to say 10, 20. Then she's going to say 30. Then it's going to be, this is going to be 9. So you see, so 30, let me erase that. Let me make it easier because the high child, the child that's really high is gonna say 9, but the struggling child is gonna say 30. Give me 1 second. So it's okay to do it at first slowly. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All done. My pen ran off from me. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And you write 39. Guess what I tell my kids? I tell my kids the answer is right here. Yeah, it's good to give them the practice of counting, but the answer is right there because it's good to hear them counting. So, ti moun yo pa konte pa 10. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So, total là, 39. Mais moi di ti moun mwen yo, gade yon ba, réponse an la pou yo. OK? Donc, c'est ça. Partie ça, c'est comme ça nous fait. So, this is how we do this section, the modeling. So let's let me do it in English for the kids. So let me do it in English for the kids so we're using the same one again, but I'm gonna do it in English so the kids could pay attention. Because I'm doing it in English because the teacher does it in English in class. On fait là en anglais parce que le professeur fait classe anglais. All right, so boys and girls, when you're in the class, the teacher is going to look for 10. So we're going to look for 10 cubes. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we find the 10, we put a box around it. So there it is. We find another one. And we find another one. And that's it. Well, Miss Jerome, how come we didn't do the last box? Well, let's count the last box. Let's see. Let's see how many we find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's why we didn't box it because it's 9. All right. So here we go. Let's count how many tens we see. We see 1, 2, 3. So let's write 3. 3 tens. And how many ones over here? And we said 9. Ta-da! 39. Okay, so let's count by 10. Here you go, let's do it. 10, 20, 20, 30, 31, 32, can't hear you, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So parents, you might need to pause the video and do it with them. And if they don't get it, you do it again until they understand. Parents, si yo pa kompren ni, ou don wap pose video an, travay ave yo, pou jista, yo gon ti ide ki sa pou yo fe. All right. So now we are going to do what we call expanded form. Still place value, Expanded form, we show a number stretched out by adding its number and by adding its hundreds and ones together. So I'm gonna cross out hundreds because we're not doing hundreds. So I'm gonna write the word tens because we're doing tens. When they get to second grade, they're gonna do hundreds. When they get to third grade, they're gonna do hundreds. So I'm gonna cross out 10, hundreds, and I'm gonna write the word tens. Okay, so that's what we're doing in first grade. So I'm gonna write tens. But hundreds is for second graders, and 100 is for third graders and fourth graders and fifth graders. Yes, so we're gonna expand the number, stretch it out by adding tens and ones for the first graders, hundreds and ones for fifth, third, fourth, and so on. Paran nou pral apren kote pou nou elaji numéro 1, kote ti moun yo pral adisyone dizaine et unité ensemble. Okay? So let's go to the next slide. So meet my friend Stan. Yes, his name is Stan. Get my eraser. Okay, meet my friend Stan. Stan is a friend. So this is Stan. Stan has number 30, right? Stan has number 30, and Stan wants to show you how to expand the number 30. Ça c'est zanmim Stan. So Stan dit li gen 30, pou dal pral montre ki jan pou elaji numéro 1. So ki sa Stan fait? So this is 30. 10, 20, 30. Remember, Miss Jerome saying those represent tens. So I say 10, 20, 30. So What Stanley's going to do, Stanley's gonna do this. So he did this. He take two of these, which is 20, plus this one, because this one right here. So that's what Stanley did. So, ki sa Stanley fe? Li pran, sonje samdi nou, sa yo represente dizen. Represente dizen, pou nya la Stanley ale, li pran 2 sa yo, li fel 20, et puis l'autre là qui 10, so 20 plus 10 égale 30. Parents, remember what Miss Jerome said. If your child does not know how to count, they will not understand this. They will not be able to do this. Okay? Parents, si ti moun yo pa ka konte, yo pa kon numero yo pa ka fel. Okay? So they have to understand what the numbers are. And then also, ça m'encourage nous circle. I encourage you guys to circle the tens so they could actually visually see what they're circling. Circle what the two numbers they want to do so they could visually, so they'll get it. Make them do it. So they involve in doing it. It'll make more sense to them. Okay? So, parents pren crayon, fait si moun yo fait circle numéro besoin kon sa pou yo ka comprendre parce que yo participé dans ça y a pas prendre. So let's do another one, boys and girls. So this time I'm gonna do it for you guys and get ready to participate. So parents, so m'pral faire l'autre partie avec yo kon sa pou yo ka comprendre. So préparez yo pour yo comprendre. All right, boys and girls. So let me remove my lines from Stanley. Let me remove it. And then we are gonna do this together. We're gonna do it 1, 2, 3, 4 ways. Okay. I'm gonna do it 3 ways. Then you guys do the last one and then send me, and then do one with mom and send me the answer. Okay. So of course, when they're in 3rd grade and 4th grade, they're going to be different. Si moun ki nan 3e, 4e, 2e année, yo a faire différent. So it's going to be different based on the child's comprehension. So I'm only going to do 3. So and then you guys send me the last one. Ma fait 3 avec nous, dernier fait par nous voyer pour moi. All right, so let's do it. So let's see how many tens we have. We have 1, 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, and we have 8, right? So I could do this. I'm gonna write 8 on top right here so we could remember. Then let's see how many ones do we have. Let's see how many ones do we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to write it here so we could remember. So what can you do, boys and girls? It's really easy. You take your pencil, draw this on your paper, and this is what you could do. You could take your pencil and you could circle any way you want. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to do this one. See? 2 of them. So let's do this one. So what's this one? 10, 20, 30. So I'm going to write 30. Yes, because it's 30. Plus, let's do this side. Let me pick a different color. Let's do this side right here. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. So parents, I hope you got to see how I'm showing them to expand it. So expand means the child take some on one side, take some on the other side, two of them, and then make a equation problem. So ki sa expande bien, si moun apren un peu numéro nan sa, li pren un peu numéro nan l'autre bon, li mette la, li fin fel um, on addition. Li don wa soustraction tout. Li fin fel on addition. All right, so let's do another one, boys and girls. So I'm going to erase. I'm going to erase. All right, so I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another one where we're going to do, I'm going to do this side. It doesn't matter which side you want to do. It's all depends on you, what you want to do. Okay? So let's count. So we have to do how many things do you see? I'm gonna make this one blue. So I'm gonna do the blue one first. It doesn't matter which one you want to do first. I'm gonna do the blue one first. Let's do the blue one first. I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm gonna write 50 plus. Now let's do the green side. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. 37. So that's expanded form. So let's do another one. Let's do another one. So I am showing you guys how to expand it so you guys could do it. So, get my pen. All right, so let's do another one. So I'm gonna do all of this. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna do all the yellow ones, okay? So let's count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we got 80 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And voila. So that's it. C'est ça seulement par là. So I'm gonna leave the last one and you guys gonna do it and you're gonna send it to me. Tell your mom and dad to send me the information. Yes, tell your mom Miss Jerome would like, and then I will give you a shout out in my next one, in my next video. Yes, I sure will. All right, so let me erase my lovely work. All right, so parents, I hope you have an understanding a little bit what I'm talking about place value. Par exemple, da sote nou gon ide ki sa ma chache montre nou an. Okay, so the next one is word form. So word form is a way to write the word by is a way to write the number by using words. So word form vle di ou gen numero an e pou ekri li an mot. Se sa seulement vle di. Alright? So an nou ale. So let's go see how we do it in word form. So usually the kids in the classroom, they have a list of words. And then even in their book, they have the words in the homework packet, or you could Google it. And then you print out the words for them. So comme devoir ti moun yo koun gen mwa nan devoir yo, ou soit ou chache lan Google pou yo. All right, so let's say, let me give you a number, right? My number is, let me give you a number. Let's say my number is 47, right? So my number is 47. Numéro 47. My number is 47. So numéro 47. So what do? We say 47. So you find 40. So you go on the side, you find 40, which is right here. And the child write 40. And the child write 40. And then and it's 7, and the child finds 7. Okay. So, what is this the correct answer? If this is written, is this the correct answer? So, ça nous fait nous aller chercher, um, nous aller chercher 40 là, qui là, nous écrit mot 40 là, 40, et puis nous aller chercher 7 là, nous écrit 7 là. Okay? So here's another thing. What if it's like this? Is the answer correct? 40/70 is the answer correct? No, because we don't say 40/70 because 40/70 would be like this. 40/70. So it's like that's not 40/70. So we need to help the children understanding when they're looking for the word, they have to look for the proper spelling because on the test they have to read the words. So en bas pas bon parce que il marqué 40/70. Nous pas dit 40/70, nous dit 47. So c'est ça qui fait l'important de n'a écrit numéro pour ti moun yo, nous montrer ti moun yo qui chan pour yo li numéro en bien, comme ça pour yo ka choisir réponse, si c'est pas ça, yo pas passer examen. All right, so in this section, practice some more with the kids. Practice some more, make up some numbers. Have the kids pick a number and make up some numbers. Fais choisir un numéro et puis m'écris bien, écris mal, pour yo ka choisir qui ça qui bon. Have them pick a number, have them write it. You write it wrong, you write it right, and have them pick the right answer. Because on the test, they will need to know how to pick the answer. Dans l'examen, la important pour yo koun ki jan pour yo choisi réponse qui bon. All right, so let's go to the next one. So the next one is the standard form. Standard form. What is standard form? Standard form means is the usual way to write the number. So if you call, whether you speak Spanish, you call your auntie and you say, how do I write 47? She's gonna tell you a 4 and a 7. If you call your friend in Russia and you say, how you write 47? They're gonna say it's 4 and a 7. So it's the way the number is written. Standard form nan se jan numéro a ekri. So relon moun a iti ou di, oh, ki jwa ekri 47? Dam tou 4 avek on 7. Ou relon moun a Paris, ou di moun a, oh, ki jwa ekri 47? Wap di, la do, oh, 4 avek on 7, mon chè. So, standard form nan se jan numéro a ekri nan point décimal li, okay? So let's go look at some numbers. Okay? So let's say for example, I say so in this one you could tell your child, dictate to your child a number and your child must write it. So, dans ce sens-là, ou dicte un numéro à Timouna, ou dit Timouna numéro 1, et puis qu'on y a là, lui-même li écrit. On dit, moi, dit 83. Let's say I say 83. So your child should take the paper. Your child should take the paper she or he is writing, and they should write 83 like that, because it's the standard form. So, sous dit 83, Timouna supposé écrire 8 avec un 3. So, s'il écrit ça, li pa kon numéro. If your child write this for 83, they don't know their numbers, they have a misunderstanding what 83 is. They don't understand the difference between an 83 and a 38. Again, in order for them to master the skills, they must understanding numbers. Okay, let's do another one. If you say, let's write 12, your child should be able to do this. Not this. This is the wrong answer. Okay, so how do you help your child master that skills? One, help them practice counting every day. You could write the two numbers and let them pick the one. Okay, so you could have them right, you could write. Si ou di ti moun nan 12, epi li ekri 21, repons sa pa bon, so li pa kon numero li, so fe pratika ave li pou kon yide ki sa pou l fe. Alright? Nou prale continue. We are gonna move on to the next one. So, a number line. A number line is a straight line that marks showing how the numbers get bigger as you move from left to right. And also the numbers get a little smaller too as you move the opposite. So number line nan son ligne qui montre ti moun yo ki jan numéro yo avanse, yo vin pi gros le yo ale komanse se ap move nan direksyon gauche. So numéro montre yo que numéro komanse gros, mais c'est même genre tous les deux rois moins. Okay, so let's see. Um, so let's see. So Leo move from right to left. Numéro one vin PPT. When they move from right to left, the number is excuse me. When they move from right, when they move when the number is showing, they get bigger as they move from left to right. I don't know what I'm saying. So they move from left. So left start with 0. And as they move progressively moving, the number get bigger and bigger and bigger. So numéro 1 commence de 0, commence 0 sous gauche. Là, on commence à aller. So les aller sous la main droite, numéro 1 vient plus gros. All right, so let's go to the next one. Anogadi. So so the great from the greatest to the biggest, okay? From the greatest to the least. The pi gros numéro a pi petit, pas vrai? So, an nou gade, se nou di kon sa, se nou di kon sa, 14 from the greatest ve di pi wok, an di nou pran 20, 26. So remember, if you want to go to the left, you start on 26, which is the biggest number, your number, and you stop here. So which number is the greatest? Ki numero ki pi gros? So the greatest number will be 26. The greater number will be 26, and the less number will be 14. So we say 26 is greater than 14. That's the way we teach the kids. So you could do it. You don't have to skip that many lines. I could even do another one. So di ti moun yo, so di 26 avec 14, ouais, 26 ça commence sur la main droite. So j'ai bien numéro qui pi gros yo commence sur la main droite, numéro pi petit yo commence fini sur la main gauche. So si dit 26 avec 14, qui est-ce qui pi gros? Bon, bien sûr, 26 c'est pi gros. Parce que dans quel sens? Parce que 26 pi gros. OK, so kounya la. So let's say we put it on the number line. Mwen mette la pou. Mette 26. Mette 14. C'est pour ça que nous montre. So, qui numéro qui pi gros? Sou gade la, sou gade devant avant. Qui numéro pi gros? 2 pi gros. 2 pi gros. C'est ça fait, nous dit 26 pi gros. Okay? So 26 is greater because if you look at the 10, the 2 is bigger than 1. So let me do another one visually for you guys. Let's see. Let me do another one visually for you guys so you could show the kids. You could even draw pictures if you want to. I like pictures at first. It will help them better understand it. So I'm going to draw a picture for you. 20, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. So what I wanted to show you is, what I wanted to show you is, what I wanted to show you is if you draw it for them, they get to visually see which one is bigger. Always start on the 10 side. So if you start on the 10 side, it's easy for you to see which one is bigger. Okay? So if what if the 10 side is the same as the, so I'm gonna do one in a couple seconds. So, mais qui ça nous fait? On fait photo 1, on fait 26, 10, 20, et pour mettre 6 là, 10, et puis 4 là. Ou ka facile, ouais, qui est-ce qui pi gros passe 2, un pi gros passe 1. All right. So now let's do another one where the numbers are the same. An nou fè yon kote numero yo même bagay. Gen numero yo ki même bagay. So let's say that we have 46 and we have 41. Okay? You have 46, you have 41, right? So, ou fè, you do 1, get 46, 41. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So now, okay, so what do you want me to do here, Miss Jerome? Ki sa vle m fè, Miss Jerome? So, sou bien gade, sa yo men bagay. Pa vre? 4 pou 4. They're the same, 4, 4. So now you could take them to the one side. The one side, so now you need to say which one is bigger. Is it the one with the 6 or is it the one with the 1? So if they say the 6 one, so the answer is right there. So, ki sa ou vle m fè, Miss Jerome? So, kom devan yo 4 pou 4 se men, pou yo al gade nan kare unité an, ou di, ki eski plus? 6 unité an ou soit 1 unité an? Oh, 6 unité an ki bon. Eh ben, mes réponsan c'est 46. Okay? So, again, play the video slowly for the kids so they'll get to understand what we're doing so they could do well on the test they're going to be taking. All right, so let's erase and let's erase. So let's do, again, this is where the children are doing less, more than, less than or more. All right, so let's say I give you a number. Let's say I give the number 12, right? So I'm gonna put the number 12 right in the box. And you could do this at home with your child. On dit, n'a fait moins ou plus de. So ou ka fait ça la caillou. So you have 12. So this box say 12. So if you have 12, you put 10 more. So you use the number chart. Oops, excuse me. You use the number chart. You could easily, I would use the number chart with them. I would use the number chart so they could visually see it. Because children, when they get to, well, I don't know, I understand it better when I visually see it. So 10 more. So this box say 10 more. So if you go 10, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 22. And if you do 10 less, so you go 10 up, that will give you 2. And if you do right here, say if you have 12, you have one less. So less means take away. So you have 12, you do one less will be what? Yes, 11. And if you have 12, remember the focus number is 12. You have 12, you put one more will be adding, and that will be 13. So practice that skills to give them that it's going to be a little difficult, but if you use the number chart where they could actually color it and circled it will be great beneficial to them. So, qui ça nous fait? Nous dit numéro 1, 12, pas vrai? 12, on gagne, ou mettez 10 de plus, il va au 22. Qui j'ai bon nous garder? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kote ou en campé? Sous 22 ans. So, écrit 22 ans. 12, ou retirer 10. Sous retirer 10, libre 2. 12, ou retirer 1, libre 11. 12, ou retirer, ou mettez 1 de plus, libre 13. So, si vous faites plusieurs pratiques à Timonio, il n'y a pas de comprendre ça faire. Mais, faut que vous preniez le numéro, yo. Okay? They have to know their numbers. This is a number thing you cannot skip and say, oh, I'm going to fake it till I make it. There's no faking till you making here. They have to know it because they give them the task. And if they don't understand the concept, they're not going to do well. So they give them the concept. All right, so now we're going to do from least to greatest. Remember, least means the number starts on the left and the number get bigger to the right. So, il y a commencé de plus petit numéro à gros numéro. Okay, so, on regarde. So, let's say that we have, let's say we have 10 and you have 24. Okay, you have 10 and you have 24. So I'm gonna do my box. I forgot to put a box here. I'm gonna do my 100 and I'm gonna do my tens and ones. So tens and ones. I'm gonna do 10. I'm gonna do 24. Again, which number so that's another way to know which number is least. The least number is 10 because that's the smallest number. Okay, so another way I want to show you, they might say, okay, they might give, so let me erase that because I went ahead of myself. So, qui ça montre? Ou don wa montre ki numéro ki pi piti. Yo bo 10, yo bo 24. So, sou gade numéro yo, mettez dizaine, unité, the one, 10 ans moins, passe 24. So, so I want to show you. So let's say that they give the kids a number. Yo bay ti moun yo numéro, ba fe? Yo bay ti moun yo 10, yo bay ti moun yo, yo bay ti moun yo 20. No, let me fast it. So let me erase. Let me not make it easy for you guys. So they're not gonna give the kids the number in order. So they're gonna give the kids 24. They're gonna give the kids a 9. And they're gonna give the kids a 17. That's how they're gonna do it in the classroom. And on the test. On the test, they're gonna give it to them where they're gonna tell them, these are your numbers. I'm giving you 3 numbers. You need to put it from least to greatest. Least mean the most. Oh, excuse me. Miss Jerome is sleepy. So least mean the smallest. Least mean the smallest. That's what happened when you're doing too many things at one time. I'm looking for my pen. Okay, so they're gonna say from least to greatest, from the smallest to the biggest. So they're gonna give them like that. We're gonna give them 3 lines. So the children have to know what least mean. So y a bayo 3 numéros. C'est comme ça bayo nan examen. So examen, Il a dit, il a commencé de petit à plus gros. So if you look at the number line, so the smallest number based on 9, 24, 17. So the smallest number, you have to know what least mean. So the least mean smaller. So 9 is the smallest, so 9 will go here. And the next one is we have 17 and 24. So the next number is 24, 17. So you write 17 here. And then the next one is, of course, the last one is 24. The 24 goes here. So practice with the kids so they'll know how to do this even more. Okay? So, ki sa yo bante? Yo ba yo 3 numero, yo ba yo 9, yo ba yo 24, yo ba yo 17. Yo di ki numero ki pi piti. So, gade ling nan, sou ling nan, kon sonje pi piti komanse de gauche, rive, epi le rive sou droite, yo gros. So, 9 lan, sou la main gauche, ki pi piti, ou make 9. Ki lot numero ki 9 ankon? Ki pi piti ankon? Se 17. Après ça, dernier numéro 1, c'est 24. So 9 plus petit, 24 plus gros. All right? So let's go into our next slide. All right. So we did this before. So I want us to do a little practice. So you're just reading this. So they give the kids 81. Anou gade. So yo bay ti moun yo 81. So your child could start at 81. They say if you have one more than 81. So if you have one more than 81, that would be, because more mean adding. So that would be 82. So if you have 81, one less mean to take away. So if you have 81, you take away one, that'll give you 80. Again, if you have 81, let's do 81. Let's do 80, let's do 81. Let's do 81 again. And they say you put 10 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. So that will give you 91. Because you have 10 more. More mean to add. So let's go back to 81 again. And then they say if you have 81, we add 81 right here. And they say you have 10 less. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that'll be 71. So you could go on Google. Ki sa yo di ti moun yo? Yo di ti moun yo, sou ge 80, sou ge 81, ou mette youn de plus, ou venye 82. Sou ge 81, ou retire youn, ou venye 80. Sou ge 81, ou mette 10 de plus, ou venye 91. Sou gen 81, ou retire 10 moins, ou gen 10 moins, ou gen 71. Okay? So again, practice. They're not going to get it all at once. Practice daily, and they will get it. All right. So let's see what we have here. Using tens and ones to do adding strategies. So let's see. All right. So again, so you have 32. 32 is what? So this is what I did over here. So to multiply that, so they fact. So we have 30, 10, 20, 30. So I did this, which is 20, and then and then I did, and then I did this, which is 12. Okay? So let's do a little practice, a little bit more practice. So, ki sa nou fe? Mwen get 32, mwen pren 2 dans sa yo, ki vin 20, epi mwen pren res sa, ki 12 an, epi m adisyonel. Sa, se sa nou rele expanded form na. This is what we call expanded form. So let's go do this one. Let's do this one where we are going to I'm gonna model one for you, and then you guys could do a couple of them and send it to me, okay? So to save time, I'm going to do one for you guys. If I'm not mistaken, I think we did that one already. So it's okay. So I'm gonna break it up in two. I'm using two different colors. You guys could use two different colors so you could see. So, parents, si moun yo ka utilize sa deux couleurs pour yo ka wè ki yes, y a pas additionné. So let's add it up. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 50 plus, let's do the blue side. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So boys and girls, I want you to make one and send it to me. Tell your mommy, send it to Miss Jerome so I could give you a shout out. So parents, men ki sa me fe, me separe lan deux parties. Une partie en 50, une partie en 37, puis me égal. Me fait addition. Okay? So how do you know how much you have? How do you know the answer? So let's go count it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. You have 87. 50 plus 37 is 87. Ki jan nou te fè kon reponsan, nou pal konte 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Se reponsan sa. So sa son lot fason yo montre ti moun yo ki jan pou yo fè, pou yo konen, pou yo fè, pou yo fè, pou yo fè numero yo, pou yo kon numero ki pi gros, ki pi piti, e ki numero ki egal. So nou prale nan, this is teaching them greater number, lesser number, and equal. Equal mean the numbers are the same. So let's go look. So let's compare numbers, right? So we're gonna be using we're gonna find out the numbers. Let's say that we say 13 and 6, right? 13 and 6. On dit 13 et puis 6. Always look at the mouth, parents, or the V, so that kids will know what the answer is. Okay? So another way to know the less number, it will shape like an L. So if you put your finger, it will shape like an L. So your L should be going towards the less number. So if we look at the numbers, which number is smaller? Looking at the 100 chart, we know 6 is smaller or less than. So your mouth the mouth should go like this. The L should be going towards the 6. Nous dit 13 avec 6. Qui numéro qui pipiti? So si nous gardons numéro 600 pipiti. Pour connaître um qui j'en pour faire mais numéro L numéro petit li kon L c'est une forme L capable avancer vinn joindre. OK? Elles sont form L capable avancer less. So li semblon L. Okay? So when the number is less, it looks like a L, looks like a L shape. So the number should be biting. So hard biting the smaller number. So what do we say? 13 is 13. Oh, let me correct that. So 13. So let me fix that. So I made a mistake. I placed them in different order. So since 6 is still correct. Since 6 is smaller and the 13 is 13 is greater, so this is the greater way. So 13 is greater than 6. So yes, 6 is still less than 13. So we have to say 13 is greater. We have to say 13 is greater than 6. So, so ça me te dit, moi ma fon correction, so 13 pi gros passe 6. So kounya la, so nous supposé choisir parti qui marque pi gros an, qui c'est ça. So kounya la ou dit 13 pi gros passe 6. Okay? So on dit que mette dans l'autre sens. So let's say I put it the other way. So let's say I put it the other way, right? So 6 is less than 13. So there it is. So you see which way the less sign is going? The less sign is going to the right side, and the greater sign is going to the bigger number, okay? So here it is. 6 is less than 13. So I hope this was a little bit understanding. So let me try one more. So because I know I got distracted a little bit. So I'm gonna do another one so you guys could see what I'm talking about to clarify it a little bit better than what I did before. So let me pick a number, right? So I'm gonna put 91. I'm gonna put 81. Okay? 91, 81, right? So now we know which way the mouth are going, right? So we know 81 is less and we know 91 is bigger. So since 91 is in the front, so since 91 is in the front and 91 is bigger, which way should the mouth go? Since it's greater mean bigger. So if you say this one, you're correct. So here it is, like that. So now we get to say 91 is greater than 81. Or 91 is greater than 81. Okay, so let's say that I did 6, right? Let's say I did 6 and 81, right? Let's say I did 6 and 81. So the children need to know 6 and 81, they're different. 6 is smaller or less than 81. So let's look at the chart up here to know which way does the mouth go from less, right? So it's going towards the right. So we're gonna draw it this way, and voila. So we say 6 is less. 6 is less than 81. So, ki sa nou tap di? Nou tap di kon sa, si nou gen 91, 81. Nou konen 81 pi gros, si nou gade an lè la, nan ki sens numero ki pi gros an bouchi mach, ki jan bouchi vire? Bouchi fè direksyon gauche. So, nou make 91 pi gros pase 81. So, konen an ba, nou gen 6, 81, avec 81. Nous connaissons 6 pipiti, et ça nous est parti petit bien passé. Et pour aller dans le sens, direction droite. So, on a dit 6 moins que 81. Vous prenez attention, quelle direction que je suis allé. So please pay attention, parents, to the way the math go. Mix the numbers a little bit so they'll know how to do the math differently. They just have to know which number is bigger and which number is smaller, so they'll know which way the math to go. So So I'm going to leave this one for you guys to do more practice with your mom and dad. So like that I could get to the next slide. So faites un peu avec Timonio et puis vous voyez montrer pour montrer qui ça nous fait. So I'll leave this one for you guys to practice a little bit more because I want to get through the slide. All right. So the next slide is this one. So this slide is going to talk about modeling finding the sum. So what do? They give the kids how many tens, how many ones, and they have to say how long it is. Okay, not how long. Oh my goodness. What is it equal to? Ok, so yo bay yo ti moun yo on quantité de dizaines, on quantité de unité, et puis pour dire combien yo gen ensemble. So with this one, I suggest that you guys draw the pictures. Pour ça, moi suggère nous faire écrit li. So we have five tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they say they want the sum. So they want the total. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. So the answer is 58. So encourage the kids to write it out. So yo di ti moun yo ba yo 5 dizaines, 8 unités. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Là, vous comptez les ensemble. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Okay? So let's do another one. I'm gonna do one more, and then you guys do the other two together with your parents. So ma fait un lot encore, et puis l'autre là, on va faire avec petit tout. So on dit, you dit non 3 dizaines. They say 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. They say 21 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right. So 21. So there's an easy way to do this. So we could find a 10 here. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could bring it here. And now it's much easier. Let's see if we have another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, even better. So now we could do it even better. So here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51. So if your child is struggling, have them count all the circles. But if your child is understanding, they could find a 10 and bring it to the other side. Okay, so your testimonio fait, so I'm gonna do it again for my Haitian parents. So your testimonio fait um 3 tenths, 3 dizaines, 21 unités. So dans 21 unités, hein, so dans 20 unités, hein, so nous allons faire 21 unités. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I'm going to move this one over so I can have a little room. All right. So, qui sont qu'a fait? Ou qu'a chercher 10? On va chercher 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Non. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Je viens de 10 ça, on met là. Nous cherchons le 10 encore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vous mettez là, vous êtes en unité. So, comptez 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Et puis, ça fait, on cherche aux différentes couleurs, ça fait 51. Okay? So, guys, so do the rest with your parents and send me the information. Let me see if you get it. So this one is a little challenge, parents, but it is something that they're learning in class. So look out for the homework so they'll understand. More practice you do at home, the better they'll understand it. So parents, you fais ça en classe, on fait pratique avec eux pour comprendre. Okay, so last one. Again, I think we did this earlier where we'll write the numbers in order. So this one should be easy. So this one should be easy where they say write the number in the correct order. It could be one no order normally. So they give you 87, 76, 74. Again, the kids must know how to count in order for them to fill in the blanks. So they have to fill in the bubbles. So I'm gonna do one, and then you guys gonna do the rest with the kids. So faut que ti moun yo kon numéro yo pou yo ka fè sa. So ma fè yon seul, et puis ou même fè l'autre là avec yo. So we have 80, 87, nous get 87, 76, 74. So if you look at the number line, it should be easy to fill it in. So 70. So you teach your child how to count in order. So 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So, oh, there's 74 right there. So you write 74 right here. Then after 74, 75, 76. And then, of course, the last number, you know where to put it. Again, it all based on the children mastering the skills of knowing their numbers. Because in first grade, they must know up to 100. So, yo bay ti moun yo 3 numéro. Yo di ti moun yo, mwen bo 87, mbo 76, mbo 74. Ki numéro qui allait dans order? Yo ba ou 70, soit dit 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. Oh, nous est 74 ans. Nous écrit 74 ans. Nous fini. 75, 76. Oh, nous est 76 ans, nous écrit. Nous fini. Après ça, on seul numéro à prêter ou écrit. OK? So, mais, songez bien, moi, dis nous, si tu n'as pas de numéro, yo, m'oubliez ça. So, So that is all, parents. I try to include all the information that I know the kids are learning in first grade. For the place value, it's much. It's a lot, but if you practice with them, they'll get it. Practice makes perfect, you know? So, c'est tout ça m'te gen pou nou paran, mwen chache mette tout ça mwen ti mwen yo ta kapab apprendre pour place value. So, fè pratik avè yo. Voye repons yo ba mwen pou m konen que si yo kompren pratik. Sonje bien, si yo pa kompren ni, faut qu'on fait la veille plusieurs fois. So remember, parents, they're not gonna get it right away. They're not gonna get it right away. So please practice with them. Practice makes perfect. So like that they get to understand. I try to touch everything that they do in the classroom. So like that you get to understand what they're doing. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and thank you for watching. And shout out to my students that always watch my videos, my third graders, my fourth graders. Until next time. Mwen salue tout si moun mwen yo ki reme gade video myo. Pa bliye paran subscribe sur channel lan, partager avec moun ki pa konen. Et puis, comme ça, pour ti moun yo kab, avancer vers l'avance. Et bien, c'est tout ça, mes chers, on te gagne pour nous. À bientôt. Bye.